Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Tuesday episode of the Degenerate Disseminators podcast. He's back, guys. Daniel is here.
Hey guys.
It's been ages, um, but happy to have him in the building once again. Even happier because we swept Monday. Um, we did end up taking a play back. The Grizzlies -8. I'm glad we did because they ended up losing the game outright because John Morant was not playing. Yo, editor, can you cut that out? Whatever he was just doing. All right, thank you. Um, Yeah, so we take the Heat -4.5 for the first half. I forget what the number was, but they smacked that. They were up like 15 at halftime. Under 9.5 rebounds and assists for Jaren Jackson Jr. Unfortunate for him, but fortunate for us. He rolls his ankle 2 minutes into the game and doesn't come back. Um, Wish him a speedy recovery, but we do take that one down due to those circumstances. And I lost where I was. I'm sorry. Over 5.5 goals for the Senators Capitals game. I called that game to a T. Super close game. They covered that with like 8 minutes left in the game, and it actually went to a shootout. So, yeah, got that one very right. So, nice little sweep. We go 3-0-1 because we took the playback, so it's a push up 3 units. Just a little update on the run we're on. 12-3, and we're up 8.6 units. I know it's massive. But we got another three picks coming out today. Two from the NBA and one from the NHL. And since Daniel's making his long-awaited return, I'm gonna let him hit the floor first.
Okay, fellas. Coming in hot. Mr. Number 1 pick for our NHL today. Detroit versus Carolina. We are taking Detroit money line. It's the same story as the Avs from last week. Great team, solid team, putting up a great performance, especially in the latter half of the season. And they're fighting for that playoff spot. They're tied with the Rangers right now for that last wild card spot, and they need this game. They've been on a 2-loss streak. They're at home. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. Their players have been on fire. Penalty kill, or no, power play, sorry, has been crazy. They're second in the league right now. So, I mean, I don't know. Obviously, the Hurricanes are a great team, but they already have their playoff spot. And something tells me that they're not going to fight as hard for this game as the Red Wings are. So, yeah, that's really all I have to say about the game. As far as stats go, unsurprisingly, the Hurricanes beat them in most of the stats. But as we know, every time I say, hey, this team has better stats than the other, they end up losing. So we're going to trust the Red Wings on this one. Um, as far as side bets go, we're going to take Alex DeBrincat for a goal. He's got 5 in his last 5. And we will take Patrick Kane for an assist. He's got 4 in his last 5. But yeah, that's all I got. I'm gonna swing the rock over to Jordan
All right,
for
guys.
some more sports.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, guys. This NBA slate, not a fan. Everyone's hurt for some reason, or game time decision. So it's very hard to make an educated guess. So there is a big possibility I will be putting a play on Instagram tomorrow, just in case anything changes. If you aren't already, please check us out at DD Sports Podcast on Instagram. If you guys are watching both on YouTube and Spotify, the links are down below as well in the description. But anyways, first game we're looking at is the Raptors at the Magic. These two teams just played on Sunday, March 2nd. Uh, the Raptors won somehow. Yeah, this Magic team has just been very spotty. Their defense is amazing, but their offense has just been very lackluster at times. There are nights where they do seem to be firing on all cylinders, but clearly not in this last matchup on Sunday. Um, Usually I like to play the system here, but I'm kind of going against it. The Raptors' defense is non-existent. They gave up. Sorry, what was the number? Yeah, they give up 116.2 points per game. It's well above the 108 mark that we need to hit. The Magic are putting up about 104 even on the season. Yeah, it's a home game again. I think they want this one back. They just lost at home to the Raptors. I think they look to bring their A game. They look to make adjustments. Um, I think they do have the advantage going into this one, given that they just lost. They know what they need to work on, and hopefully they put those things to use in this game. They put up 102 on Sunday. I think they can put up 6 points more. It's really not that big of a jump, especially if they are looking to win. And yeah, I think that this win does a lot more for the Magic than it does the Raptors. So kind of same thing with Daniel. Uh, you know, uh, they're 5 games behind Detroit for the 6th seed. They are a playing team right now, but I definitely, you don't want to lose to the Raptors back to back, as they've only won 19 games this far into the season, and they are on a 3-game losing streak, 4-6 in their last 10. So I'm hoping that they bounce back and put some points on the board. So for the first pick of the night, I'm going taking the Magic over team total 107.5 for 1.15 units. And then next up on the night, we were looking at the Bucks taking on Atlanta. Atlanta will be at home. Um, we all know how I feel about this Atlanta team. I really don't think they're that good. They did pick up a win last night though against the Grizzlies. If you guys watched Monday's episode, we did initially I did have the Grizzlies -8, but then John Morant didn't play. Um, which I was very educated because they didn't end up winning. But yeah, they won 132 to 130. Very hard fought game. Uh, the Bucks have been looking really good. They just picked up a win against Denver and the Mavericks on the road. And they've won 4 out of the last 5 games. They've been looking really good. Um, yeah, this is just a nightmare matchup for Atlanta. To be on a back-to-back. Atlanta does lead the season series this year. But like I said, I think the Bucks have just kicked into a different gear. Since the All-Star break. I liked playing the Heat first half spread, which we haven't really done much on this show. So I'm kind of looking at that again. The Bucks are only laying 5.5 points as favorites. We can make that number even smaller if we take the first half. So that's the game plan here. Um, Let me see here. Yeah, so neither team has really been that good against the spread this year. But one little trend I found here is that when the Hawks have a rest disadvantage, they are 4-9 ATS. So pretty bad. And like I said, they just played yesterday. This is the second night of back to back. And in their last 10 games at home, the Hawks are 2-8 against the spread in the first half. And on the flip side of things, the Bucks on the road, they're 6-3-1 ATS in the first half. So I like the Bucks in the first half. It's only 2.5 points. It's -115, so it's cheap. And I think they get it done. Important to note though, Giannis Antetokounmpo is a game time decision. I haven't seen any like news about a potential injury or anything, so I don't know what's going on. But like I said, I've been locked in with these lineups, so just be sure to check on Instagram because if he's not playing, I'm taking this bet back for sure. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me with picks to wrap things off. We're taking the Bucks -2.5 first half spread for 1.15 units. And Daniel, you're finally back, so I can ask you before I kick it into the recap. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Shout out Joel Embiid for getting shut down. Wesley wanted me to say that.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Globo Gym King Cobras for being the best team in the PAHL C3 League.
Thank you, Daniel. For
Mhm.
as far as some lean bets for me here, Rudy Gobert is out for the Timberwolves tomorrow. Ugh, that terrorist organization. Curse those
Oh
guys.
my God.
But
God damn it.
Naz Reid has been playing some heavy minutes. There's no player props out yet, or at least right before I started the episode. I will double check really quick before I say anything here. Let me see. Second. Okay, still no player props. But he has, like I said, he's been getting heavy minutes. He's been getting a lot of boards. He's been averaging. I know in his last 5 games he's had 10 or more. So if he has a decent line like 8.5, 9.5, I might make that official. But I gotta wait and see. But we're gonna go ahead and kick into the recap now. 3 picks going out. We have the Bucks first half -2.5 spread for 1.15 units. We're taking the over on the team total for the Magic of 107.5 for another 1.15 units. We are taking the Red Wings money line for 0.7 units as it is plus 140. We've been running really hot, so I don't wanna put a full amount of money down on a plus 140. We're just gonna coast here. But like I said, we're 12-3, up 8.6 units. Love to be up even more. But that is gonna do it for us today, fellas. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.